So, good morning. First things first, don't feed the trolls. I love it how, I'm now being accused of having a big channel. I still remember a video I did only a few months ago titled, Woohoo, 27 subs. And I still feel that way. Everything I have either been blessed with, gifted, or have worked my butt off for. So if I have it, understand that I probably have done something to earn it. Unlike this jacket, which was gifted to me by some dear friends yesterday. And I'm still like, why did you do that? So, don't feed the trolls. People just show up in the comments like, what are you so proud of? And I could walk around my field on my land with my rifle and tell you all about the accomplishments that I've had, and it wouldn't matter. To you, it wouldn't matter, because there's something in you that's broken, and because it's broken, you've got to piss in everybody else's Cheerios. And I pity that. And I try and live my life in such a way that I don't ever have to be pitied. So, don't feed the trolls. Roger. Moving on. When was the last time you walked around with a rifle? And I'm not talking about the trolls, I'm talking about the subs. I try and walk every day. Sometimes I run as well. Basic workout for me is push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, run. And occasionally I do what I call violently walking, or moving with a sense of purpose. But moving about the land with a rifle slung is a whole nother story as compared to just walking around. And you factor in a brand new Carhartt that makes noise. Yeah, I just jumped up 2 doe. Well, I said just, maybe an hour ago. At about 20 yards. Walking in a brand new Carhartt. And that's not, wow, T's so tactical. It's just I spend a lot of time moving with my equipment on, walking through twigs and sticks and dead leaves, and back there is all woods, it's forest. Moving through that because it takes practice, and it is kind of like riding a bike, but it's also, there's muscle memory there, but it's also a perishable skill to a certain degree. You have to remember how to set your feet, how to move. I had one troll was like, nice turkey gait, walking like that. And I've had several people ask me, are you injured? Why are you walking like that? Well, the ground is uneven, and there's litter all over it. Litter, leaves and twigs and ant piles and all of that. So it's not like walking on a concrete sidewalk out here. So, or running on the asphalt county road. It's, for all intents and purposes, real life. So if you're going to have to execute on ground that looks like this, that's where you should train, right? Because I can run on asphalt a lot easier than I can run on this mess, because this is not level. It's got all kinds of little pockmarks and divots and holes in it and the whole nine, and mud and wetness and damp spots and all that. So something you should consider if you are getting out and moving your body. Good, keep doing it, you should do that. But also, as you progress to higher and higher proficiency with that, start running on stuff like this. And back there in the woods, it's a whole nother ball game. And then learning to move in the woods quietly, that's a whole nother ball game as well. So, you know, and as far as what am I proud of? What are you so proud of? Man, I've said repeatedly, over and over and over again, my most common prayer to the Father is, thank you that a broken vessel can still hold water. I'm not proud, I'm blessed. But I've done so much in my life that I can be proud of. I've accomplished a lot of things. I've done a lot of really difficult things that a lot of people have not done. I've done very well in business. And I've made more money in a short period of time than most people make in life, then lost it all, and have made it back again. I have beautiful children. I have a beautiful wife. I have beautiful land. I have beautiful friends. I have an awesome team. I have an awesome tribe. I'm blessed with this YouTube channel. I'm blessed with Patreon. I'm blessed. I operate from a position of strength, and I believe firmly in abundance. I don't try and beat people up or tear people down. It's not a zero-sum game. It's abundance. And I'm blessed. And I'm blessed even though I shouldn't be. So, what am I proud of? That. And I don't know if it's possibly to be humbly prideful, but I guess that's where I am, because I don't run around telling everybody about it, unless it's from the standpoint of, I'm blessed. So, it just informs, my mindset. I can tell where you're operating from based upon the questions you ask and the positions you take on certain things. And a lot of people operate from a position of it's a zero-sum game. And it can be if you operate that way, if you live your life that way, yeah. There's only so much. It's abundance. And everything we have comes from the Father anyway. I mean, we're coming up on a year anniversary since our shop burnt down. A lot of money was lost when that shop burnt down. I lost almost all of my tools when that shop burnt down. It's okay. If the Father wants me to have more tools, He'll provide the means for me to acquire more tools. In the meanwhile, He seems to be giving me an entirely different set of tools to do different things with. So, abundance. I could get hung up on, I don't have my stuff anymore. And frankly, for a long time I was very hung up about that. I was pissed. I mean, thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of tools gone. When you're a man that works with his hands, not having tools to put in your hands it creates uncertainty. But I had to give all that away. I had to give all that to the Father and say, hey, look, you have complete and total dominion over this. What's going to happen is going to happen. You provided a way for me to get these tools in the first place. And if I'm supposed to have them again, you'll provide a way for me to get them again. So, they're yours. They were always his in the first place. But me just simply acknowledging it just took that weight off my shoulders. And it's allowed me to see now that he's building my toolkit and my skill set in other directions to do other things. That time was over. And I should have stepped away from that sooner. And I didn't for different reasons. I was doing my best to be a blessing to a brother. Which is another thing the internet doesn't see. I was talking with a brother last night about this. You guys only see me in send mode, transmit mode. You don't see me in receive mode. And I can promise you, I spend 10 times as much time listening as I do talking. And that might seem hard to believe because we're pretty prolific when it comes to content creation, both here and on Patreon, and with blog posts, and with podcasts, and now with business creation. There are at least 3 separate business entities that are forming and or have been formed right now. Again, amazed by how the Father does what he does and who he uses to do it. But most of the time, I'm in receive mode. I've got my earbuds in listening to podcasts. Or I've got, occasionally now, lately, talk radio on. Or my nose in a book. I'm in the middle of reading 5 different books right now in various stages of completion. And that's generally how I read books. And I'm researching different concepts in 4 different Bibles right now. And then I keep my nose in the scriptures as well. And I try and absorb as much of that information as possible so that A, I can make informed decisions, and B, I can speak with a modicum of authority when I talk to y'all. Most of the time, I am in receive mode. I'm bringing knowledge and information in, not sending it back out again. And in a lot of ways, I see part of what I do is myself acting as a clearinghouse for information and methodology for y'all. And I try not to speak about things that I don't know about, because that would just make me another blathering idiot on the internet. And I don't want to be that. I started this channel. I started producing content on this channel right about a year ago. And the reason I did that was because there are so many people on the internet that don't know what they're talking about. And there's bad, dangerous information out there that will get people killed in chaos and end times. And I didn't want that to happen, because a lot of people are clickbaiting fearmongers who are just absolutely in it only for the Google AdSense revenue. That's not us. We make very little from Google, and I like it that way. So, don't feed the trolls. Know what you're thankful for. Know that by and large, we're all undeserving, and yet we're blessed. And that even broken vessels can still carry water, which amazes me. and try and take in more information than you send out. And spend some time walking around in the woods, carrying a rifle. I've heard 7 rifle shots this morning. One of them sounded like damn artillery. You know, you can tell the 22-ish caliber rounds, you know, 22 250, 223 Remington, 243, because they're all crack. And then the 30 caliber-ish rounds, you know, 270, 280, you know, 308, 30-06, have more of a boom to them. But this one round was like, kaboom! Wop, 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 wop. I was like, what the hell was that? And where was it? It sounded off to the southwest of us a good ways. You know, that's another thing out here is you can hear stuff out here. You're going to come visit, I can hear you driving about 2 miles away. And there's only 11 vehicles that come up and down this road with any regularity. And we know the individual sounds of each one of them. So we know when we have a visitor. Yeah, attention to detail matters. So, in fact, Gordon at the APN will be posting a video where we talked about that here recently if he hasn't already. So you guys should go check that out. So that's our morning walk and talk this morning. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I doubt I've provided any real value in this particular talk, but there it is. Shalom.